Today we've got not as much as unboxing as kind of basically a package opening. Team Group sent in, unlike the other items we've bought, they actually sent this in, a T-Force A2 MicroSD card, and this is the 256 gigabyte capacity. I'm a little confused and also kind of excited about this card. It's a bit different than other cards we've looked at. There should be some Kingston cards we've posted reviews on, where the A2 card here is specifically a V30. This isn't being targeted for video recording or anything like this. This is squarely focused at application performance. So we've got an A2 V30 UHS-1 U3, and it's a 256 gig card. And what I do like that Team Group has done here is they outright print the specs, 40,000 read, 20,000 write, IOPS on it, and they show a little graphic that kind of looks like a Nintendo Switch, although I highly doubt they paid for licensing to do that exactly, and a phone. And then on the back we've got read up to 100 megs a second, write up to 90 megs a second. If it actually does hit that 90 megasecond target, I don't know why they would have marked this as a V30. I probably would have gone for V60 or V90, although there may be more variance in there than is required to meet those specs, because it has to stay at and above those numbers to reach it. And then we've just got the rest of the specs are temperature, 25 to 70 operating, minus 40 to 85. These are Celsius, by the way. Storage, temperature, voltage, dimensions, it's the same as every other SD card or micro SD card. So let's go ahead and pop it open. I do like this perforated packaging that just folds back and forth. And then out it goes. Little sticker there. So that's it, basically. We've got a clearly written serial number and model number and a Made in Taiwan logo on the back. I'll zoom this in because I'm sure this is hard to see. And then on the card itself, we have all of our specs again. 256 gigs, A2 V30, MicroSD XC, U3 UHS-1. So this is their gaming A2 card. This is specifically got an MSRP of, I believe, alright, this has a MSRP of $48.99, and there's a 512 gig version with an MSRP of $78.99, which are not terrible prices for 256 gig and 512 gig cards. They're specifically gaming focused. We're going to test them for gaming scenarios. We will throw it in a Nintendo Switch, see how it does there. We will, I might throw it in one of my mini PCs and run a couple of games off it there, because at those prices, a lot of those mini PCs are shipping now with 64 or 128 gigs of storage. The older ones, a lot of the ones that I have, only had 32 gigs built in. So a card like this, $50, gets you a quarter terabyte of storage. I don't expect quite SSD level performance out of it, but those IOP numbers are good enough to run a few games off them, although you're not going to want to run AAA titles off a micro SD card. Most of those you'd get a game or two games on the card, and that would be it. It's just an issue of sheer storage capacity there. Those games have gotten ridiculously large. So that's really all there is to say about it right now. Did they mention it on here? The one thing that I noted on their website when I was double checking the MSRP is it does have a lifetime limited warranty. I have not had to interact with Team Group's warranty, so I cannot speak to the value of that, but that is a nice feature on a storage product like this. I really haven't had any name brand micro SD cards fail within a reasonable period of time as it is. There have been one or two that I cooked during my testing, but no real failures out in the real world, as it were. So that's it. Like I said, we'll test the Switch. We'll throw it in a small PC, run some games on it that way. We'll test it on my cameras. I'll try and use it for a couple of records, and obviously we'll run all of our synthetic benchmarks. If anyone has any questions or specific tests they'd like to see run on this micro SD card, let us know in the comments below. Closing out, I'd like to thank anyone who uses our affiliate links or supports Pocketables on Patreon. It is your support that helps make content like this possible. If you're interested in helping support Pocketables, there'll be details on that in the description below. I would also like to thank Electrix for providing our opening and closing credits. Definitely worth checking him out if you like what you hear there. And finally, thank you for watching.